I said years ago, way back in the early 90s, to much hilarity, that the agenda was to create a microchipped population linked to a global computer. Well, people ain't laughing anymore because microchipping is becoming more and more prevalent. The ID card is only part of the move towards it. The idea is for microchip people. In the end, babies microchipped at birth after they leave the womb as part of the birth process. Barcoded people. These microchips are going to be much smaller than this as they progress. This is a story from UPI, which I'll read to you if you can't see it at the back. The US Department of Health and Human Services said Thursday that it was about to begin testing a new technology designed to help more closely monitor and assist the nation's homeless population. See, that's what they do when they're bringing these things in. Start with the most vulnerable groups and then expand it out to the whole population. Under the pilot program, which grew out of a series of policy academies held in the last 2 years, homeless people in participating cities will be implanted with mandatory radio frequency identification tags that social workers and police can use to track their movements. Data from these tracking stations mounted on telephone poles will be transmitted to police and social service workers who will use custom Windows NT software to track movements of the homeless in real time. In what has become a chronic social problem, people living in shelters and on the streets do not seek adequate medical care and frequently contribute to the rising crime rate in major cities. Supporters of the subdermal chips tracking say the technology will discourage implanted homeless men and women from committing crimes while making it easier for government workers to provide social services.
Yeah, so they can record what street people are up to. Most street people are drug takers. It's all about information. I knew they're street lamps that they've got in Motherwell, but I thought I'd show you the beginning of this as well. Sorry, bear with me. And I'm sorry if I've got it upside down. I think this should correct it.
Oxford Union. Me mum would be so sodding proud if she knew it existed. The theme that I'm going to talk about today is simply putting information before you that you wouldn't normally get through mainstream channels. It's not something that I'm trying to sell to you. It's not something I'm trying to get you to believe, because the world is drowning in fricking people standing up and telling others what they should think. Whether it's religion, whether it's politics, whether it's science, whatever it is, medicine, we're constantly being told, this is how it is, you must believe it, and if you don't believe it, you're wrong. So all I'm